What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Brainwalk Boxing Podcast. Shout outs to some of the people. We had a good debate on the Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk debate. Was it illegal or a legal blow? So shout out to Simon Wakeman, Kurt Lewis, Frank Muhammad, and Mark Winters. So let's address this right now, and please comment in the YouTube section. We'll be right back. Welcome to another episode of Brainwalk Boxing Podcast. I am Bean, and welcome back. So we're going to jump right in like always. We're going to talk about the controversy that's circulating on all the different podcasts on YouTube and all the boxing world news. And that's the situation with the young fighter from UK, Daniel Dynamite Dubois, also known as Triple D, versus the Ukrainian Alexander Usyk. And it really wasn't surprising how things played out. I pretty much felt like on a skill level, and everyone knew that's really who's not a casual of boxing and knows it. That skill level wise, Usyk was miles ahead of Daniel Dubois. He definitely is. He's miles ahead of a lot of boxers out here because of his style. However, all the while, majority of us gave Daniel Dubois a puncher's chance, that he could land that Hail Mary, that one important punch that would change the whole trajectory of the fight. And I feel like he accomplished that, in my opinion. That's my opinion. It's not law. So let me know your opinions in the comment sections after this. But what I'm trying to say is, when you replay that, and a lot of people are taking certain pictures or playing certain clips of other punches that was not the particular punch that dropped Alexander Usyk. So my thing is, if you're going to try to prove a point, at least let it be authentic and real. Don't try to use another picture, to prove a point. Just use the actual moment that it happened. Now, that punch to me was borderline, and it hit him right on that symbol on his trunks. Now, mind you, there really shouldn't be any denying, but if you look with your eyes and not based on what everybody's telling you, his trunks were a little bit high. I do agree Daniel Dubois' trunk was a lot higher, so his protection guard is going to be higher. Usyk's trunks was up high as well. They weren't as high as Daniel Dubois. However, I think they were like covering his navel. Anything below the navel is illegal. I felt like that punch and his fist landed right on the navel. So where apart, maybe a few inches of his gloves would be just below the navel a little bit, but it was like a center punch uppercut that hit him right there and dropped Usyk. And he was given like, I think 4 minutes of recovery time. I saw it as a situation that he was playing off like he was more hurt than what he was. Well, I felt like he was actually that hurt, but he was making it seem like it was a groin punch when it was actually a borderline punch to the navel that knocked the wind out of him. Now, had that been a count, he claims he would have gotten up. I disagree personally, in my opinion. I felt like the wind was knocked out of him, like a person playing football or a certain situation where you hit in that area, in that core area, and you're not ready for it, it can knock the wind out of you. And then you're trying to, catch your breath. And I felt like it was one of those. I don't feel like it was a low blow like Galata versus Riddick Bowe back in the days. Now that was true intentional low blows. I do not believe Daniel Dubois is a dirty fighter. I've never seen any history of him in other fights or any other controversial fights that would say he's a dirty fighter. So if people are saying that, I'm like, okay, use your own judgment, but don't go based just on that one fight versus Usyk. Look at all the other 19 or so fights he had. I've never seen anyone label him a dirty fighter. So it's supposed to be appealed by Frank Warren. And if it gets overturned, I know it's gonna be a lot of the supporters of Usyk gonna be shocked. That's why I was like, well, let the situation play out, because all of y'all are so happy that Usyk won. Well, should it get overturned, those big smiles might turn into frowns. So I say let the process be what it's going to be, and maybe in the next week or two, we'll find out. Was it overturned, or will they get a rematch? If they get a rematch, I see Usyk winning that, but I do see Daniel Dubois targeting that body shot. Years ago, Usyk was dropped by Arthur Beterbiev. By what kind of punch? A body shot. It wasn't a head punch, it was a body shot. So I think every boxer, no matter how elite, how good you are, there's always that little area. It may be small, it may be teeny, but if a person can find that out, that could be the secret to beating that opponent. We know with Anthony Joshua, his weakness was the temple shot, or just behind the ear, in this part of his head. You hit him there, it's like his equilibrium was off, and he'd be sitting there dazed, and he's kind of there for the taking. I feel like, much like Usyk, the body of Tyson Fury has never been tried. I believe that that's his weakness. Should somebody be able to exploit that, I would think maybe AJ will be the only one that has enough power and has been boxing long enough to do that. So pretty much I'm going to close this one up. So leave your opinions. Was it a legal blow or illegal? And keep your ears open to the appeal. Peace.